Hello, I'm Alexander Thomas. This is SGD 113, Section 3. This topic today, integers. So, let's go look at our code. So, you can see all this code, and if you have never coded before, you don't have any clue what any of these words are. What's string? I thought that was a rope or a piece of twine or something. Int? What's int? Bill? Well, those are some of the things we're going to cover in this lesson. Yes. So, string is basically allowing you to write a word. That's what that is. That allows you to write words. And name is kind of irrelevant in this moment, but what name allows us to do is put anything after this into this section right here at name. See, they're combined in a link. This is integer. Integer represents as a number. In this case, I chose life. It could be coins. It could be health. And it could be anything that would involve a number. Integer, you can only use numbers. You can't use anything else. So you have 3 in this case for me. Now, bool. What is bool? Well, bool is a true or false statement. So it would be like something you have when you have 2 options, true or false, generally, but it could end up being other things as well. In this case, it's true or false. So in this case, if you look at this, alive. Well, if you were playing a game and your player or your creature or whatever you're playing as just died immediately as soon as it entered the field, well, it's not exactly a very fun game, is it? And every time you open it, it's always going to die. So that's when it was actually false. That's if your creature. That would be if your creature or player would be alive. So that's what this allows. Name is basically the name of character or creature. You can do anything. I just happen to use runner in this case. And then life, or you can use life, health, coins, gold, etc. Yeah, is for a number. So this is a number here in this case. So this would be 3. This would be saying they have 3 life points. Right. If you've played games that have 3 life points, that is what happens in the corner. That's what this kind of this code has to do. It's a little bit more complicated in the more expensive areas, or more in different programs. But in this case, it's this. And bool is a true or false statement. Now, cancel write line. This is what allows us to write stuff in a program. Now, I would show you this program, the programming thing. The problem is, I can't show you anything with the corner I use. So you'll have to end up doing that yourself. But what shows, if I open the program, it shows runner 3 and true. You can't see this on a cam. Yeah, because it's not part of the regular scene. So what would happen is, and now what would be kind of weird is if you were reading this code, name and runner are not the same thing, because this is what should be showing: name, life, and alive. But what this allows us to do, this is like a math problem. X. When you ask the question, what is the answer? What is X in this problem? Well, name is just replacing name in this case. Anything after the equal sign here and before the quotation marks, not counting these quotation marks, the semicolon one, is what's going to show up on the code. And if I looked at my code, it does say that it has runner. And then the next one will be integer. Integer, or int, is what it looks like in this case, where it would say what life points are. Now my code here, if I want to open the program, it says 3. This is represents what 3 is. See, life and life link. And if you look at the if you click on that, you can see link, life, and life are linked. So whatever's after this, after the equal sign before the semicolon, is going to be what's written in the program. And then this is the only one's really weird because alive is still linked, and anything after it's going to be true. Of course, in this case, you don't really have a clue what's going on with true if you had this programming, but that's what it is. So basically, what it says for my programmer here, it says true. I know you can't see this, but that's what would happen if you open this program right now. Now, the console write line as well allows us to write this stuff on the program. If we don't have console write line, if we just had name, it would not show up. Nothing here. This whole line would be useless. This line's useless, even if you don't have console write line or console write line. So that's for each one of these. Console write line just allows these things after the equal sign, before the semicolon, not counting the quotation marks, to over here. Now these semicolons are kind of weird. It's like, why would you put a semicolon there? It's not like we're being hammered against this. What semicolons allow the computer to recognize is you are ending the code here. Then we go on to the next one. That's what it allows us to do. Now there's last piece of code right here is console read line. Console read line allows us to end the code. If we do not end the code here, if we didn't have console read line, here's what it would show up as if we just had string name equals runner, or it would just show up runner 3 true, and there would be a whole bunch of words after this. And it wouldn't be console write line. Console write line is not something that will show up on the prod node. Now, there's 2 more things on here, but this is not really relevant to what the topic is. User system, that's just specifying what the program we're using. We're using a system. Program runner, that's the name of the program, and class program, that's the name of the extra program thing. If you look right here, it says program CS. That's program class. Yes. So that is how this code works. And the days to come, we will cover more about what the code works. Thank you.